Hi, guys. I know you're still working on being those awesome avid readers, and that yesterday you learned that avid readers can act out a story. So, today we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And these are some things that you can think about when you're acting out a story. So, it's like playing pretend when you act out a story. Think about sometimes you play pretend with your friends or with your stuffed animals, and you act it out. You do exactly what the characters in the story are doing. This one says use gestures. That means look at these guys in this picture here. He's putting his hands over his head, and this one looks like it's dancing. So if a character in a story is dancing, then you need to think about what you would do if you were dancing and do the same thing. You need to look at what the character's doing in the story. Are they moving their arms and legs? So those are called gestures. So today I'm going to read you a story off of Epic, and I want you to act some of it out if you are listening to it. And you can think about these things. If someone takes a video of it, they can send it to your teacher so that we can see you acting out this story. So, are you ready? I'm going to bring my story up. It's called Spring is Here by Will Hillenbrand. This is my dedication page. It says, to Ian, my own mole, from your father bear. Mole woke up. Is it spring? He wondered. He opened the window to smell the air. Sniff, sniff, sniff. He dressed. Now, this is a really good part for you to act out, okay? Mole getting dressed. See if you can act like Mole getting dressed. You got out of bed, you sniffed the air, and now you're getting dressed. So I'm going to turn to the next page. Are you ready? And tiptoed past Bear's bedroom. So maybe you could tiptoe like Mole. Now think about this. The mole and the bear are just waking up because they've been sleeping all winter. Can you think of that really hard, fancy word that means an animal sleeps all winter and wakes up in the spring? Begins with an H. And stepped outside. He felt mud under his feet. Squish, squish, squish. Now here's where you could really use some gestures. Look at Mole as he steps in that mud. See if you can act like Mole. Act it out. Spring is here, cried Mole. I must tell Bear. Mole rapped on Bear's window. Tap, tap, tap. Snore, replied Bear. Mole dashed inside and knocked on Bear's door. Knock, knock, knock. Snore, replied Bear. Now, it says Mole dashed inside. That means he ran in really fast and knocked on Bear's door. You could act that out, just like Mole. So try it. Mole tickled Bear's nose. Swish, swish, swish. Snore, replied Bear. Mole played his horn for Bear. Toot, toot, toot. Snore, replied Bear. That's a good part to act out. And look at Bear. Here you can act like Bear too. Look at the gestures he's using. Oh dear, sighed Mole. Spring is here and Bear must get up. Mole thought and thought, then he scampered outside. He gathered, he milked, he churned. He poured, he mixed, he baked. Finally, he shuffled into Bear's room. Wake up, Bear, mumbled Mole. Spring is here. Yum, replied Bear. Then he looked at Mole. Wake up, Mole, said Bear. Spring is here. Look at Mole. He went back to sleep. So there's a lot of things you could act out and a lot of gestures you could show. And snore, says Mole. And that's the end. Great job, guys. Have fun acting out the story.